the Florida Panthers have re-signed Sam Bennett, 8 years for $8 million a year. Corinne, what do you think? I think it was kind of maybe not surprising that he landed back in Florida, especially after the Conn Smythe and the Stanley Cup win there. What do you think about this contract for him? Do you think it's an overpay, considering that he's essentially a second line center at his ceiling? I mean, do you think that this is a fair contract for him and a good move for the Panthers?
Well, after two cup wins like that and winning the Conn Smythe, scoring so many goals, I mean, that guy may be a second line center, but he's money in the playoffs. I think he left some money on the table, but he's completely fine with that. I mean, Kent Hughes, as you know, is a former agent, and he was saying earlier this weekend that some players, once they've won once, they crave winning and they're willing to take less money if it means winning. And he was explaining that some players only realize that later in their career that they should be willing to take less to win, and they sometimes regret it. Good on Bennett. He's noticed. He knows what it is to win. He's in a good situation in Florida. Decided to stay, so props to him.
What do you think, Deandra? This is a guy that you've had to watch play quite a bit over the years in this rivalry between Tampa and Florida. How much do you think his playoff success has really kind of fueled this deal and his negotiations this offseason?
Yeah, well, like Corinne said, obviously, it's players want to stay where they're winning. And I also think that, the Panthers have created a culture that all of the players want to stay at, right? So they're willing to take a little bit less to keep going and keep adding to what they're doing. And also, I mean, Sam Bennett is a guy, and you can add Kachuk in there too, right? The Panthers have built their identity around the way that those guys play, and he makes such an impact on the team. He's kind of the center of it. So, I wasn't surprised that he stayed. Obviously, he could have gotten more money. Teams would give him some money to come over there, but it was kind of obvious. And then he also let us know right at the Stanley Cup parade that he was not leaving. So he wasn't
He
leaving.
certainly he certainly did. He made that very clear.
Yeah.
So yeah, may have lost some leverage there as far as
Yeah.
like Corinne said, leaving money on the table. That certainly could have been a part of it there.